Palak Vadadia from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss the subject that is network theory, and in network theory we will discuss the topic that is second order system. How we can solve our circuit using the second order system. See, in earlier session we study about the first order system. A first order system, that means a system or a circuit that contain only the one energy storage element. That is what is a RL or RC circuit. But in second order circuit that contain a more than one energy storage element. That means L and C together. So if you have any diagram in that L and C is together, then we can use the second order differential equation to solve that particular circuit. So let's start our today's session of the second order system. So first of all, we will see what is a second order differential equation. So the equation is what? It's a A0 d square I by dt square plus A1 di by dt plus A2 into I. That equal to what? Is a 0. Here you just check the power of the differentiation. That is what is a 2. That's why this is known as a second order differential equation. Now based on this, see, we have one standard table, standard solution. First of all, what we will do, we will just find out the roots of this second order differential equation. Or you can just compare the coefficient. That is, in the first case, you just consider A1 square is greater than 4A0, A2. Right, where A0 is what? Is a coefficient of the double derivation. A1 is what? Is a coefficient of the single derivation. And A2 is what? It's a coefficient of the I. So the first condition is what? If my A1 square is greater than 4A0, A2. Or if you find out these roots, then the roots are what? Is a negative, real and unequal. Then your system descriptive name is what? Is a over-damped system. See, what is over-damped, critically damped, under-damped, and this oscillatory that already you studied in a control system. Okay, this is what is the nature of a system. So if A1 square is greater than 4A0, A2, that means that system is known as an over-damped system. And the solution for the current, that is what? It's a I equal to K1 e raised to S1t plus K2 e raised to S2t. Where your S1 and S2 is what? Is the roots of the differential equation. Then the second type is what? If the A1 square is that equal to 4A0, A2, then the roots are negative, real and equal. And the system nature is what? Is a critically damped system. And the solution of the I, that is K1 e raised to S1t plus K2 into t e raised to S2t. And here my roots are what? Is equal. That's why I have written S1 that equal to S2 that equal to what? Is a S. Now in a third type, my A1 square is less than 4A0, A2. That the roots are what? Is a conjugate complex. And the system is what? Is an underdamped system. And the solution of the I, that is what? Is a e raised to sigma 1t into bracket K1 cos omega 1t plus K2 sin omega 1t. Where your S1 and S2 is what? Is a sigma 1 plus or minus j omega 1. Now the last case, in that case A1 that equal to 0 but A2 is not equal to 0. So the nature of the roots, that is what? Is a conjugate, imaginary, and the system nature is what? Is a oscillatory, and the solution is what? Is a K1 cos omega 1t plus K2 sin omega 1t. Here the value of S1 and S2 will become what? Is a plus or minus j omega 1. That means if any circuit is given to you, then first of all you have to write down the differential equation. That may be in form of current or that may be in form of voltage. And then you just find out your systems A0, A1 and A2. And then compare with this different solution. And then whatever the cases match, just directly write down the form of solution. Alright. So let's discuss one example based on this. Here in the circuit of figure, the switch K is closed at t equal to 0. For the element values given, obtain the general and the particular solution for the current, that is what? It's a I of t. See here, one diagram is given to you. In this diagram, series RLC circuit is there and 120 volt source is there. So first of all, what we will do? We know we want to write down the differential equation. So how we can write down the differential equation? Then here you just first say the switch K is closed at t equal to 0. That means we have to consider our switch is what? Is a close. So our diagram is become like this. Here R, L and it's what? It's a C. Then here the value of C is what? It's a 0.5 Faraday. This is 1 Henry. This is 9 ohm and this is 20 volt. And this is what? It's my current I. Now you just write down the KVL equation. That is 20 that equal to 9I plus voltage drop across inductor, that is L di by dt. So it's a 1 di by dt plus 1 upon 0.05 integration of I dt. But we know that our differential equation, in that we have a double derivation. So what I have to do? I have to differentiate this equation. So what I get? That is 0, then 9 di by dt plus d square I by dt square plus, see this is what? It's a 1 upon 0.05. That means what is 100 divided 5. So 20 into I. Now what you will do? You will just write down the coefficient. Okay, here the coefficient of the double derivation, that is what? That will become A0, that equal to 1. Coefficient of the single derivation, that is what? It's a 9. And A2, that equal to what? It's a 20. Now you just check A1 square. A1 square is what? It's a 81. And 4A0A2, that equal to what? It's a 80. So definitely 81 is greater than what? It's a 80. So in this case, my A1 square, that is greater than 4A0A2. See here, A1 square is greater than 4A0A2. That means directly I have to apply this form of solution. I equal to K1 e raised to S1t plus K2 e raised to S2t. So here, what I'll do? I'll just write down this equation in the form of S. We know that double derivation, that means what is a S square. Single derivation, that means what is a single S. So here this equation will become like this. That is what? Is a S square plus 9S plus 20. That equal to what? It's a 0. So see, we know that in our solution there is a term S1 and S2. That is what? That's the root of this equation. S square plus 9S plus 20. So let's find out the root of this equation. See here. See here. We can write this equation like S plus 4, S plus 5. That equal to 0. So the value of S will become minus 4 and minus 5. So we can say that you can consider S1 equal to minus 4 and S2 equal to minus 5. You can also write S1 equal to minus 5 and S2 equal to minus 4. That is alright. That is up to you. But this is the two roots of the equation, differential equation. So here, I just write down my direct solution of IT because my A1 square is greater than 4A0A2. So the direct solution is what? It's I of t, that equal to K1 e raised to 4t plus K2 e raised to 5t. Because see, the general solution was like this. K1 e raised to S1t plus K2 e raised to S2t. But the value of S1 and S2 is what? S1 that equal to minus 4 and S2 equal to what? It's a minus 5. So just we substitute that value over here. Alright. Now I just want to find out the value of K1 and K2. So this value I will get using the initial condition. Okay, the value of K1 and K2, that I'll get using the initial condition. That means at t equal to 0, before that 0 minus, my switch condition was it's open. And we know that if the switch is open like this in this diagram, If my switch is open, then this is what is a series RLC circuit. Then see, there is no current. Current value is what? Is a 0 because my switch is open. So I can say that when t equal to 0, current I, that will become what? Is a 0. So you can substitute this value in this equation. So in the place of I of t, that is what? Is a 0. Then here, if you substitute 0, then e raised to 0, that will become 1. So it's a k1 plus, here if you substitute 0, then it become 1. So k1 plus k2, that equal to what? It's a 0. So this is what? It's a one thing. Or yes, this solution is known as a general solution. Why it is a general solution? Because we have not substituted the value of k1 and k2. If we find out the value of k1 and k2, and if we substitute in this equation, then that equation will become what is a particular solution. So here one condition is that is k1 plus k2 that equal to 0. But here two unknowns are there, k1 as well as k2. So I require the two different equations. So for the second equation, see, always you have to remember this thing, always. What we will do? We will just differentiate our general solution. Okay, whether it is a current, voltage, any diagram. For the second equation, what we will do? We will just differentiate our general solution. So our solution will become d I of t by dt, that equal to minus 4k1 e raised to minus 4t minus 5k2 e raised to minus 5t. This will become my differentiation of the general equation. Now see, already we know this equation, that is what is a 9i plus di by dt plus 1 upon 0.05 integration of I dt, that equal to what is a 20. Now see what we will do. We will find the di by dt value from this equation. How we can find out? We will just substitute this equation at t equal to 0. And we know that as the switch is open, so there is no initial charge that is across the capacitor. So this will become what? It's a 0. And we know that at t equal to 0, the value of I is what? It's a 0. So you can think like that. If you substitute 0 over here, then this will become 0. And if you substitute 0, then 9 into 0, that is also 0. So the value of di by dt, that will become what? Is a 20 ampere per second. Alright. So this is the value of di by dt, but at t equal to 0, because this value we have find out by putting the value, that is t equal to 0. Now you just substitute this value in this equation. So what do you get? Di by dt, that equal to 20 minus 4k1. If you substitute e raised to 0, then it become 1 minus 5k2. So this will become my equation number 2. So the first equation is what? Is a k1 plus k2 that equal to 0. And the second equation is what? Is a 20 that equal to minus 4k1 minus 5k2. So we have to solve this equation in order to find out the value of k1 and k2. So what we will do? We will just multiply this equation with the 4. So what we will get? 4k1 plus 4k2 that equal to 0. So that equal to here minus 4k1 minus 5k2 that equal to 20. Now this is cancelled. So minus k2 that equal to 20. So the value of k2, that is become minus 20. Now for the k1, you just substitute the value over here. So what do you get? That is k1 minus 20 that equal to 0. So the value of k1, that will become plus 20. Now here we have to substitute, that is the value of k1 that equal to 20 and the value of k2 that equal to minus 20. So my equation will become I of t that equal to 20 e raised to minus 40 minus 20 e raised to minus 5t, that is ampere. So this is the solution of the current using the differential equation method. Here also you can solve this example using the Laplace transform method. You will get the same answer. So you can solve any example that is of first order as well as higher order equation examples, that is using the Laplace transform. So you have to remember one thing: when you have a RL or RC circuit, at that time you have to use the first order differential equation. But whenever you have a L and C together, so at that time you have to use what? It's a higher order differential equation. So I hope this session is clear. Thank you.